Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational Monster Train series where I talk about channel milestones for a second. Yeah, I noticed a few days back, so this is another telling sign of how long it takes for me to turn around commentary based on recent happenings, because we're about a week and a half ahead on recording. It's just the nature of how I do things because my work is very busy and there go multiple days in a row where I don't record. So I need to kind of hedge my bets to make sure I don't drop a day, pretty much. But anyway, in real time, when I'm recording this, I just found out that we crossed over 500 subscribers, which is extremely awesome. If you had asked me when I started these videos how far I thought I would get, the answer is I was pretty sure it would be, I don't know, like 50 people maybe watching these. Basically, some random folks who asked me to record my runs and post them. And I said, yeah, okay, fair enough, a small number, and that'll be it. But lo and behold, this number keeps going up, which is pretty exciting, honestly. Uh, I this maybe is a little early to talk about it, but if by some miracle this number does reach 1,000 at some point, at that point I feel like I owe it to you all to form some kind of like a Discord server or something, I don't know, and at least set up some bots for notifications. I don't know. If anyone cares, let me know, but that's not something I'm going to think about until we actually double these numbers. But for now, I'm just super appreciative that you're all here and that any of y'all are watching this because, yeah, I don't know. Would I be watching it? It's a great question. It's hard to say, but I'm glad you all are. So rock on. Thanks, everyone. And that's as much as I need to say there. You're all here for Monster Train, so let's make sure we play Monster Train. This is another no frills, no mods run, other than some cosmetic stuff that I'll just never turn off. And we are continuing on our win streak. Again, it's broken because I was playing the modded series last. So last we were, oh gosh, yeah. We're currently on a 91 win streak. We are 9 away from succeeding at our goal. And I've gotten through the worst of it. That doesn't mean I can't lose, but my confidence is higher in these upcoming champions than in the ones we've just gotten through. So I'm feeling a little heartened, but certainly not overconfident. I do think that there are, of course, risks as we move on, but regardless, we've gotten through. Honestly, it's the 4 champions in the beginning of the default saga that I think are the really tough ones. They're either not in great shape or just kind of don't do much, or have a lot of bad clan combos, right? So, yeah, I think the hardest of the upcoming ones is going to be. Try to think. Soulguard. Yeah, the hardest ones are going to be Soulguard and Windleton for sure. But regardless, don't get ahead of myself. We're currently on Rector. So I mentioned we're on 91. That puts us on a 47 win streak on the series, a very large number. In this previous episode, I clicked Glutton Penumbra. The only reason I did it was a Fossilized Fang start, so I said, you know what? Fair enough, I'll do it. And honestly, all the problems with Glutton Penumbra reared their head, basically. We missed Trample, I missed any form of multi-strike that mattered, and so ultimately we just had a 6,000 damage attack Beefcake who was gonna win Relentless, and I just had to not die to waves. So the run was quote-unquote strong, but it exemplifies all the reasons why I think Glutton is a really bad line. Because it's just hit Trample, but I clicked into that situation because with Fossilized Fangs, I reasonably could have pivoted to Monstrous if they had ever shown it to me. So basically I missed a double coin flip, is what that means, right? I could have seen Architect or Monstrous in either of Ring 4 or Ring 7, and I just saw Architect every time, so fair enough. Our scaling was even Shroud Spike, so truly I would have been fine with the Monstrous pickup, but it is what it is. We still won, thanks in large part to Titan Sentry Omega Frostbite on every other floor, basically meaning that anything that did leak would die in one round thanks to, a ton of Frostbite. So thanks, Shark. Very cool. And yeah, and the rest of the run was just not dying and taking a lot of pyre health, so fair enough. That does mean we are moving on to Rector, as I mentioned already. I like this champion. There's no bad paths, and I normally give dregs a lot of crap, but dregs are really good with Rector, so I'm usually fine with it. Yeah, they're good fodder for Dark Calling, they're good fodder for Harvest, they're fine backline clears when you have Burnout, they jive with the Burnout line in general, so yeah, generally good. Also, they're free, which makes them nice, so that's all I think I need to say there. So without further ado, I suppose we will jump in. As always, though, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's play one of my favorite champions here. All right, man. Just when you think you're out of the woods, we are. Well, I hope you're all doing well today. I don't mind this clan combo as much as I used to. I think this was much worse in the pre-DLC era, but Melting is so strong on its own that it's pretty capable of carrying a lot. We are default Melting and default Umbra, which before the Friends and Foes update was universally lauded as the worst clan combo in the game. I think it was pretty universally agreed upon. Melting really sucked at the time, but it's turned around a lot, so I don't mind it nearly as much now. But with that, we are facing down Dazed Talos, Curse Arcus, and Chase Seraph. It's kind of an annoying combo, actually. With Entombed Explosive, Immortal Trade, and Resin Removal. Honestly, these are great, right? Entombed Explosive means I could take Dark Calling, I could take Harvest, we have a lot of choices here. Immortal Trade, if I go Harvest, means that Harvest wins Relentless in every combat. That's always exciting. And then Resin Removal is just a good card in general. Now, worth noting, none of these are pings, but we could crack open the front line with an explosive and then just punch the back line, so I'm not too worried about it. It depends a lot on our champion selection. Yeah. So, we'll see. None of them are pings, though. I have no damage spells, which is something we will want to rectify. Now this is a very interesting decision. Exploding Candle or Refracting Lens. Refracting Lens is going to represent a ton of value over the course of this run, just hands down. It is one of the strongest relics in the game, in my opinion. It's just so powerful. Meanwhile, Exploding Candle is huge value. Right? I can absolutely disrespect the hell out of every upcoming combat. And it also addresses nearly every backline in the mid and late game that is uninfused. Obviously, it falls off a cliff in the, in the elite combats, and especially on the Divinity where nothing dies to 5 damage. But it is valuable. And I was just talking about missing some pings. I do think we can solve it if I draw the explosives, but if I don't, it's pretty cursed. Now, in Refracting Lens, I don't have any consume cards right now. This will represent value. I would be a lot more inclined to take the lenses if I had a starting consume spell. So I'm going to take Candle, because this lets me get strong now. It lets me take this other relic. I guess it's just another Dark Calling run, huh? That seems reasonable to me. I don't think it's Burnout here. I have no extenders. It's not a great matchup for it. Otherwise, yeah, we click Dark Calling here. Just another one of these runs tonight. Divine Horde, I do click these. Yeah, these are all... Wow. Wow, these are good, huh? Combustible Wax, Vapor Funnel, and Votive Key. There are a lot of reasons I like Votive Key here. On turn 1, it guarantees I protect Rector. Cool. I don't think it's Vapor Funnel here. I have the Candle to deal with backline, so it's fine. Combustible Wax, though, is a really strong line for a lot of things. Man, if I had... There's no way I would have ever clicked this Combustible Wax and seen this Horde prior to taking my champion right. because you need to be able to evaluate your strength pretty effectively here. And without Dark Calling, I don't feel nearly as strong. But this Combustible Wax enables the burnout line in a major way. Let's look ahead. Umbra Banner, Remnant Banner, Umbra Banner. So we only see one guaranteed Remnant unit. It's a shame. I think I would prefer not taking Combustible Wax with this line, and I'm going to take Votive Key, because if Rector gets sniped, I can replay him. This also means I can aggressively play him bottom floor in the early game, because he's endless. So yeah, we're super cool with that. Ooh, Mark of Invasion. This is good if I draw a Dreg. I mean, I should take this. There's a 5 chance I see this and answer it somehow. Yeah, we're fine with this. I am cool with this. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, we don't see a Dreg, but that is just acceptable. In this case, I play top. I want Rector to have the Endless here. Actually, no, I want the Entombed Explosive to have the Endless, huh? Or no, I want him to get reformed. Yeah, so I accept the Ember Drain, is what this comes down to. We play Explosive, and I look for a damage morsel, and I don't see one. Okay, we're going to face tank with this then, so I can reform it. And I take 3 for this. Sure. Fair. Now, the nice thing is, these all have Burnout now, which means I want to give Burnout 1, 0, Entombed Explosive here. It dies, it kills everything. We play the Rubble Morsel bottom, or middle, it blows up, kills everything. We play a Dreg. It blows up and kills everything. And I feed Rector or something. Sure, why not? Get it, man. Get it. Let's see. I could get another Dreg killed here, and I will. Good for the reforms. Yeah, he burns out, right? Yeah, that works out just fine. Cool. Cool. Just kill everything. Just kill everything. Just kill everything. Neat. I will just Endless Burnout 1, this Entombed Explosive, every turn. And we'll put the Dreg's middle floor, or bottom rather. Sure. I don't care about Train Stewards here. Cool. Entombed Explosive. Kill all the bad dudes. Good. We put the Rubble Morsel in front. Yeah, the nice thing about the Rubble Morsel in front is the Rubble Morsel eats these hits here and then combusts, right? I put the big Dreg in and we kill on bottom. Yeah, it's perfect. Don't even click anything, huh? Neat. Yeah, it's really strong. Thanks, Dark Calling. I take 3 for the trial. Cool. Very cool. I'll take a draft here. This is a classic combo. You have Rector with Dark Calling start. You infuse Draft into something that's good without burnout. So it burns out on turn 1 and begins getting reformed. And it automatically gets infusions, which is just swell. I will not need Perils of Production on this run, I don't believe. A ping would be nice. Morsels I don't really care for, but having a ping would be good. It doesn't really matter right now, right? I have the Exploding Candle. I do need to make sure I take something that says Magic Power, or that takes Magic Power at some point. This is not really the one I want, though. I don't want to create morsels necessarily. I guess I do see an Umbra banner I'm kind of forced into, right? It's a little unfortunate. I don't really need to take a unit there, but I probably will take something. So, okay. Space Prism's also good, and it's also non-committal. I think I take the ping. We just accept it. It is a ping, and it's the one they've showed me, so I'm going to click it. There's nothing I want to hold over or do anything fun with here, and I don't need money, so we go to the Umbra banner and hope for the best. Endless Burnout 1, huh? That's pretty strong. Shadoweater? I mean, you could... Okay, so there is... Man, have I really just kind of seen all of the fabled Shadoweater runs at this point? Maybe. There is the Paraffin Enforcer infused into a Shadoweater line. I would be more inclined to click that if... I mean, I should take something here, right? If it dies, I can reform it, I guess. It's better than Morsel Master. I mean, I guess I click him, sure. I'm not going to do any infusions here. I will probably take Endless Burnout 1 Entombed Explosive, though. Pretty good. I could even reasonably self-infuse it. True. Skipped out on an intrinsic Space Prism here, but that's okay. I don't need this -1. I think I definitely, with this lineup, I'm going to burn out 1 and Endless and Entombed Explosive. There's no way around that. That's just so good. I'm going to hold off on the infusion, though, because I could see a Molten Encasement here, and that would then provide survivability for some line, right? The other nice thing is, this thing is good for soaking Votive Key Endless turns. Consider the alternative, where I don't have a good soak for Votive Key. You might end up with turns where you're playing a Morsel for Shadoweater, and that Morsel is getting Endless, and that is a bad draw. You don't want that. Like, a Rubble Morsel with Endless is terrible. So, yeah. We chill on the rest of this cache. It's no problem. We should be very strong now, at least. 50 damage on lock is really good there. Yeah, we move on. I don't want any of that stuff. 15 is fine here. I think I should be able to take the spikes, honestly. Yeah, I'm not really worried that much about it, because we're going to Endless our champion here. Yeah, so... Yeah, here's the deal. Explosive comes in. Pop, pop. Good. We play the Dreg. Kills everything. I put Shadoweater somewhere else. I mean, I guess I put the Dreg into. It dies. What a weird setup. I mean, the 5 comes in from the Priest here, which is funny. Yeah. Huh. It's a weird one. Yeah, I see how that happens, because this Dreg kills himself on the spikes here, so the damage goes through to Rector. It's fine. We're just going to play Shadoweater somewhere, I suppose, and feed him morsels randomly, I guess. Sure. If my champion dies ever, I don't really care that much. Yep. Burnout goes into the Entombed Explosive, which cleans the whole floor. Very cool. I'm going to take money with my ping. And we will feed... Votive Key's been spent. Yep, I will feed Shadoweater here. I may as well put the Dreg in front here, so it dies too. I take a little more damage this way, but I think it's okay, because I can give my man... Oh, it puts it in the explosive, doesn't it? Eh, well, whatever. Yeah, funny how that works. But we just kind of hold these over, and it's fine. What is in here? Nothing is in here. You just play double Dregs here. They're good. And then I play these Dregs up top. They'll burn out eventually. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, this wins. Sure. You don't really even have to solve the run pretty much with Dark Calling. It's all free. Cool. Also, Exploding Candle is doing a great job here. Fun. Cool. And then, of course, I mean, with enough stats, we get through that. Take the Trial, take nothing for it. That's always good. Wicklash is good, although Crushing Demise is also good. We don't see the other tomb, sadly. Wicklash is nice, though, because there will come a point where I want to convert the reforms into lasting elements of my line that will kill stuff. Crushing Demise is really good, but I think skipping Wicklash here is a mistake, so we take these. Prismal Dust, there is an Arcus, there is a Talos. I don't care about Morsel. I mean, I kind of care about Morsels, right? Kind of. Shadoweater, I guess. And then Prism Retrieval is also here somewhere. I'll take the Making. It's something decent. What is this? Oh, Divine Artifact. Oh boy. I'll... +6 magic power. That's so bizarre. I'm going to take my money. I think we're strong enough to beat Daedalus or whatever this is. I will go to the right here. I want to see a Remnant Banner. There's a lot of potentially good stuff. There are very few bad hits. Yeah, very few bad hits. Yeah, so Paraffin Enforcer is one of the great hits. Also, Baron is fine too. These are all good, right? Because think about this. You can do Draft into Baron, and he gets the multi-strike. You let him die immediately, pretty much, and then you just reform him a ton of times, and he clobbers. Really strong. It wins. I've done this before, I think, on this channel. Although, Paraffin Enforcer is here. And you could very reasonably do Shadoweater Paraffin Enforcer here. Which... yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it. You people don't pay me enough. It's fine. Oh god, Sketches of Salvation is terrible here. Mark of an Exile, I mean, it's fine. It gives Rector some HP. Sure, why not? Now the real question then is, what infusion do we take now? Spell Chain? I don't think so. I actually have no fear about Paraffin Enforcer into Shadoweater right now. And I think this adds the most immediate strength, right? He burns out, I can bring him back, I don't really care that much. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good. Let me think, I do have the Whiplash to extend burnout, right? The fun thing about this is then you put the Draft behind or something, and you create a big floor, because this is AoE, it's AoE burnout, and I mean AoE rage rather. So you want something capitalizing on that. I think I do that right now, though. Right? You could also just do a much more normal line here of Paraffin Enforcer into Draft, make like 7 of these, and then just win. It's fine. I think these lines, they're tired. They're worn out. You're here to see me do fun stuff. I clicked Shadoweater. We're doing it. This wins. I'm not worried about it. Alright, Paraffin Enforcer. This is a less safe line. You want to know why? Because I have to hit multi-strike in a shop in order to win with this. Right? The alternative is you have to do this and then somehow have this Draft sticking around. I do have Burnout Rector, so I don't feel as bad, but fine. I think it's tough. I could Spell Chain Whiplash here, which is value. And now immediately I regret not taking Combustible Wax, because we're just shown this line of all lines. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm actually going to click this Spell Chain here. I feel very powerful, and if I see an X5, that's actually really good. I don't. Interesting. One Horn's Tome, Melting's Remnant Pact, which I think is overkill with the Votive Key, and Unnamed Tome. I guess I'll just click Unnamed Tome. It's a good card to have. Sure. We chill. We move on. 55 shards is very disrespectful here, but I also feel incredibly powerful, which is good. We like feeling incredibly powerful. Rector gets the mid-floor Endless Treatment. We play Paraffin Enforcer Shadoweater on the bottom, and I play a Dragon Front, which clears the wave. Cool. I'm also going to get a Dreg killed up top, so that it gets reformed immediately. Cool. Cool. Now, our man dies. Of course he does. We expected this. So what do I want to get Endless on this turn? Like, he burns out, but he's going to kill everything. This is going to be a weird one, okay? It's going to be strange. He's going to be very strong once he actually dies enough. What a weird run. Entombed Explosive is pretty solid here, because it pops no matter what. Right? Yeah, giving that Endless is okay. I'll do Dreg here, which gets popped. Yep, it dying is good. That's the stronger one. I will play the other Dreg here too. Sure, why not? And I could actually just kill this one for a morsel here that has more HP, which represents some damage. Cool, we'll feed Rector and do another 6 here, and it's just fine. Weird run, but fine. Alright, cool. So now I have drawn the answers to what I want to have drawn. So we play the Endless to soak this here, right? Endless Tomb, very good. Yeah. I don't want a unit to die necessarily on this turn. It's 2/2/10, so we soak the whole wave. So then I put the big drag down and the second drag down. Actually, no, I play a Whiplash on the big man. We get another Entombed Explosive kill that cleans up the wave a lot. And I play this other dude middle. Sure. Seems reasonable. And I also can actually just daze Talos here, which is fine, I think. Cool, we get Paraffin Enforcer Man back. Cool, and on this turn, we doth went crazy. Who wants Endless here? Is it Paraffin Enforcer? It might be. May as well. Replaying him immediately is pretty decent, as it turns out. Cool. We don't get any big pop-offs here. I'm just going to blast our boss with a big hit. I will play the Making of a Morsel into our friend. And I suppose I'll punch 19 into him. Or into the boss. Nickel and Diamond, really. I don't know, feed this dreg something. Sure, why not? Fine. Cool. I do see a morsel, which I will play for sure. Let's see. I'm always resin removaling on down. The bottom floor, rather. So my Ember is... it's interesting. It's a difficult decision set, right? So I don't think I want the Endless Tomb anymore. I can just play the Zero Coster here, which is good. So we put that friend middle. Yes. Yes, we put that middle. It dies. It has Endless. That's cool. I play the Draft up top. I would like to have a chance at reforming it next turn. It's obviously not going to be perfect because two things burn out here. I put the Jeweler down. And I Resin Removal, which kills the Infiltrator here. What do we get? The Draft is an exceptional hit here. Because, yeah. Our man burns out, but it is okay. Yeah, we do Draft here, which gets in some chunk of HP damage done. I will let the Explosive do its job here. And I will play Big Drag middle and an Immortal Trade onto Rector. And I'm pretty sure we win on middle as a result of this line, but fine. I'm pretty confident this wins. Yeah, I mean, we kill, right? We just play Big Drag, who lasts... It's weird, I actually think the Draft does more at 80 damage versus this Dreg, which hits 4 times at 35. No, what am I talking about? Yeah. This Dreg is the stronger one. So, clean it up. And then my idea here would be to play Mr. Paraffin Enforcer up top, but he has a few rounds. This is going to be weird. I need to clean this up and improve the density of this spell Chained Wicklash, which I think is going to be very strong, but yeah. That's the risk that we're playing into here. Wax and Spike is it. Yeah, I click these. Infusions, I mean, we have options, right? Lady of the Reformed is really good. You put this onto... it's tough, right? You can't put this in front of Shadoweater, which is unfortunate. Lady of the House, I think, would also be good. A good vector for the Draft Infusion here. Just hit multiple times, but it's big is the problem. It's very large. I do think it's good though, right? Burnout 3, you put the Draft in it. That's Burnout 4 with multi-strike. You want to have something that sticks around behind your Shadoweater. So I actually think I do click Lady of the House here. And we take space 110%. And we move on. I'm going to go to the multi-strike shop, the steel shop here. Pretty easy to guess why I do that. Quick. I don't think so. Don't think so. I don't think I take anything here. The +10, the damage shield, not in love with that. Harvest Rector is cute, but I actually think Dark Calling is just better. The scaling is not my main scaling line here, so I don't really care that much, but the truth is that Harvest doesn't add much either, right? It just doesn't add a lot to this run. I don't need him to tank necessarily. I can also just do it with an Immortal trait if I have to, so I may as well take the random scaling for the dregs that get stronger. I will spin this shop. I don't want this quick. Sure, multi-strike. So you have options here. I think multi-strike on this Paraffin Enforcer infused Shadoweater is super correct because the lady will be getting it from Draft. And that's enough hits to really capitalize on what we're trying to do. We're going to have Rector chilling with Endless on mid-floor or something, and we're going to have the Shadoweater Lady of the House on bottom doing their stuff. You could reasonably sit them on top floor, but I actually think that's pretty bad. You want them on bottom, if at all possible. Yeah, I think this goes crazy. Sure does. Where's my next shops before I click these? Yeah, we're going to go to the magic shop. I need to get a -1 into Wicklash here for sure. And remove some trash. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually going to buy a removal here as well, because I'm not spending any other money here. Shadoweater, yeah, this is correct. I will buy a removal into a Trained Steward. Maybe 2? Where's money? Money's lined up with a magic shop, which means I can buy a double removal here. Very good news. The Trained Stewards are horrible. I don't want them. They're curses. I don't need the dollars here. We're at 55 as is. And I'm likely to be taking 2 infusions. Maybe. Maybe. Remember, we have this Entombed Explosive as well, with Endless. I could self-infuse this thing at any point if I want to, for an extra hit. If they show me a Waxer Snuffer, I reserve the right to keep that line open. But yeah, cool, we move on. We're strong. We're strong enough to get through this. I'm not worried. I can click trials and things. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Units die. Oh well. Just bring them back. Game is easy. Cool, now, where you put Rector is a good question, right? Because you really want Rector on the floor with your Paraffin friend so that it gets reformed. But it does mean that you don't have many options here. And of course, Paraffin friend doing zeros is pretty bad, I would say. I could play Paraffin Buddy on top, and then that's fine. It's always Rector who gets the Endless. The question is really just where. I think it's going to be Rector middle. It's actually just Rector bottom. It looks weird, but it's fine. We play the lady here in front of him. and I play the Dragon Front, which pops that, and then we Paraffin Enforcer up top. Honestly, middle is fine. He's gonna die, and I need him to be reformed is the thing. So, yeah. Yeah, he burns out. It's actually just super okay. I give him... I could just double Wicklash him here. Interesting. I'd like to Shade Splitter him if I'm going to keep him alive. It's interesting. Ah, she dies. That's great news. So she gets reformed. Now the question is, I want the money. I either have to play a Shade Splitter to get the money, or I play a Dreg that he kills. This Reflector kills. I would like to keep stacking this Dreg to strong levels. So if we put the Dreg in front here... Ah, but he gets the Endless, right. I don't have the Tomb yet. Yes, so we put the Endless into a bad Dreg on bottom, accepting it. Yeah, and we let this Dreg burn out, which kills the floor, and then I can play this big Wicklash here, and we're good with it. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, so our man gets absolutely blasted here, but it is fine, I believe. Right, I can save him. Quite easily, in fact. As soon as I put anything with Burnout in front here, it will die. So here's the deal. I want the Entombed Explosive getting Endless here, because it is the less terrible version of this, I think. How much life do you have? 110? If you get swung on, I think this is much easier. So yeah, we'll put Endless on bottom on the Entombed Explosive. Cool, that cleans up a bunch of the bottom. We still lose our lady, which is great news. I then... chump with the good Dreg, which kills the back line and means Shadoweater attacks. I play a Making of a Morsel here, which does a bunch more damage. And I play this Dreg again on next floor, I believe. Yes. Do I need another Dreg in rotation here? Let's see, next turn it's Dreg Lady. I could just toss another one in, right? Let it burn out, add it to the pile of strong units. I think I probably should. So we put another Dreg in just for good measure. It'll burn out and then just eventually get reformed a bunch. And this is fine. I don't need to do anything else here. Cool. Okay. Fun. Yeah, so this top floor Dreg just kills this man, does 58 damage. Excellent. I could also just do it with the Entombed Explosive. Very cool. Mid floor is clean. Okay, I mean, we're answering everything here. How do I want to approach this floor? Now, the question is who gets Endless? Honestly, it's just the Entombed Explosive. It's fine. He's better than anything else. We killed the guy on top. Great news. I want to get this... Right, I want to get Lady back down. She's good to keep in the mix. And we don't take this 42 if I play my other good Dreg here. True statement. Because, yeah, this cleans up the whole floor, actually. Which is exceptional news. Fun. And so they get reformed. I could save this 12, but I'm pretty sure my man is just going to burn out anyway. Although I may just throw him the Wax and Spike. It's not a bad call. It's tough. I mean, if you look at this, I feel very strong. I am 55 shards into this combat. I'm not going to take any leaks whatsoever. I'm going to blast the boss. It's just a matter of navigating these combats is tricky. This is one of those lines where I tell you, it's strong, but it doesn't play easily. It is not an easy line. I do need draw now. I'm quickly learning is the next upgrade for sure. Because with all the Endless and crap going on, it's easy to lose sight of what's next. I'm going to save this HP on Shadoweater in case I hit Wax and Spike. Yeah, we're getting slowed down by Votive Key, is actually what we're learning very quickly here. Yeah, we're being slowed the hell down. Like, I almost don't even want to play a unit, right? Although I could put in the explosive in front here, because it won't die, which makes this really good. So I stopped redrawing it, which is nice. And then we put the Burnout 6 Dreg in the back here, which is cool. My reforms, I want to catch the draft in that, so I play it top so it burns out for free. And I may as well feed my mana morsel, just in case I hit that Wax and Spike next turn, which is pretty likely, but not guaranteed, because I'm not redrawing anything. Put this other drag in, I don't think it matters. This is another case where I think I could just put Immortal Trade on Rector and probably win. So maybe I do that. Eh, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, actual bottom deck Wax and Spike, but you see it doesn't matter, right? It's just free. Yeah, fine, whatever. I mean, I don't need to do anything fun here. We do lose our man up top. So this is going to be a problem. I need to be improving this solution density for here. And having the Wax and Spike is good for the extra hit. This Wicklash is big value once I can get a -1 on it. Yeah, I can press end turn. I'm just thinking about how I make this run better. And I think what we're doing here so far is promising. This higher floor Shadoweater with the bottom floor super tank Endless Rector, it's compelling. Yeah, like if you look at this, I don't get that Shadoweater back. So you would just have like Rector. I mean, we win it anyway, but yeah. Wicked Blaze, we collect these. It's one of those things I keep telling you about Dark Calling Rector. If you see a reform card, you should probably click it, because you may have turns where the wrong thing gets reformed, or more things die than you want. Having a card that says reform on it is big value. Grovel, Prism Retrieval. I don't think we need a lot of morsel density, just enough that we can play, I don't know, a couple. The making of a morsel is probably enough. I'm just going to be removing here. I don't want these then. Prism Retrieval is, I don't know, fine, but I don't care. And Ember Cache, it's not diligent. I didn't take the refracting lens, so I don't care. It doesn't do anything for me. The 10 gold is worth more. Yeah, we go left, of course. I want the Merchant of Magic, and it's not like I could see Combustible Wax again, so fair enough. First -1 goes in a Wicklash every time. It is a 2 Ember swing, huge value. A +10. I don't know about that. This Infusion, definitely happening. A -2 is curious. I could -2 Wicked Blaze. Intrinsic? It's not patient. Yeah, it's not patient. Intrinsic on that tome is interesting. Okay, so at this point I will do Draft Infusion, but if they show me a holdover on this shop, I will take the -2 and do holdover on Wicked Blaze, which is extremely powerful and freeing. Let's get rid of these Train Stewards. They're extremely bad. Yeah. Cool. I don't take this +10. I want to leave these slots open in case I don't think I'm ever at risk of not having enough packed shards. I'm actually at risk of going way over. I need to rein myself in a little bit. This is one of those cases where you're strong, but I'm not super strong right now. It's still a little awkward. We won't leak as long as I don't disrespect the game, basically. And I can even take trials, is the nice thing about it, so. Remove Consume Wax and Spike actually is ridiculously good. That is a worthwhile expenditure. I want to play this multiple times, actually. Yeah, I do this. This is great, actually. This is perfect. Because the Burnout 4 is the big value here. And the attack is kind of just fine. I maybe don't even put a -1 in that. Yeah, holdover. Okay, so our run is getting a little off the rails here. -2. Wicked Blaze on holdover. Alternatively, you could hold over this Wax and Spike, which is... I don't think we need that. That's a little much. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm doing the Draft Infusion now. We're going to be strong. Into Lady of the House. That's power. We're already over 80. What's 95? Hard to say. The real question you have to ask yourself, is that -2 really matter? Does it really matter? The only expensive turn is turn where I play Shadoweater the first time. Otherwise, I don't really care about Ember that much. I think I probably should take that, especially if I'm going to just be playing it every turn, right? Man, I don't know. Is that really the 15 I want to spend? I could still take another infusion on this run with the Entombed Explosive. I think we always do the Wicked Blaze on holdover here. It is just strong. Yeah, this is just strong. I think I chill, is what I'm thinking. I don't care about Wax and Spike having a -1 Ember, whatever. It's not the +4 that I'm here for. I can always improve that later. I don't think I need a -2 on this. Yeah, I'm going to lock that in. I think a -1 is fine. And I don't want to go higher on shards because I'm still liable to do another infusion on ring 7 or 8, which would take me to 105. Yeah, I don't find enough value in that -2 here. At least not in the ring 5, right? Yeah, we do this -1. I'm cool with this. 20 and consume, nah, we're good. We've gotten rid of all train stewards, so this run feels better already. Yeah, we're cool. If this is Crystal Cloak, I think we're just going to blast it. Yeah, I'm not worried about you. And honestly, Ancient Hate is irrelevant. I have one spell that does damage in the form of Antumbra Assault. It's actually free. If I lose, it's not due to anything related to this trial. Wow. 80 shards and nothing got infused on turn 1, huh? Surprising. Yeah, it's Rector with the infusion, or the Endless, rather. We play the Drag, which kills a bunch. I take Making of a Morsel, stick this man up top. Fine. Cool. Great. So here's the deal. I want to... We always Shade Splitter here. I don't really want to hold over this Rubble Morsel, but I also really want to reform these other two here, so I'm going to. Rubble Morsel gets Endless, unfortunately. Lady of the House comes in. Dreg comes in as well. And I hold over Wicked Blaze, and we chill on this. We should reform Shadoweater here. Excellent. Right, so my top floor... Ooh, buddy, that's a big lad, huh? My top floor is going to be pretty cool. We're gonna... Who wants the Endless here? I think I'm gonna... it's tough, right? Who gets Endless? Honestly, I don't really care about my Ember that much. We put it into the Shadoweater. It's fine. Just in case he dies, he always comes back. The Dreg comes in as well. We hold over this. The Dreg comes in, cleans up the wave. Very cool. I put a Dreg in front down below for the reform. Also clears out the Shaman. And I could actually just get this Rubble Morsel killed, which is cute, I suppose. So I could reform it. Hey, I may as well, right? Get him, bud. Sure. I can actually get 2 morsels in the pool here, right? Or actually, no, he actually eats this one. Never mind. Fine. Fair enough. We have our 2 reforms. Sure. Top floor is clear. I actually think I can drop this Wicked Blaze here, because eventually I dupe this lady. I think I actually drop the Wicked Blaze here, so I can maybe hit a Burnout extension. Yeah. Yeah, nice thing is, who gets Endless? Top floor is looking like what? That's 60 and something like 60 here, so it's like 120. We're gonna, I think, clear this Master of Light as long as I let its rage wear off and don't feed it, because I don't want it to one-shot my drag here. Cool. Yeah, that is a good choice. Good call. Alright, so I want Burnout or Entombed Explosive here in middle. Good. I then feed the Morsel up top. I want it gone. And I let Mr. Dreg get killed here as well, which clears the backlines. Do I keep Wicked Blaze? I don't know. There's no reason to, right? I'm going to reform them all anyway. I'm not at the point where I have the reform density required. I think holding over this card was a mistake on this combat. Yeah. I'm going to just drop it here. Pretty likely that actually betrays me. Ah, but we see the Waxen Spike. The game is easy. Ah, just hit, right? Just hit. Cool. Entombed Explosive gets my Endless. Great news. Lady burns out on the perfect turn. Great news. I play a really strong Dreg up top. Right? Put it in front. Yep. And then we Waxen Spike this up. Good. Good, that's strong. I could reasonably let something else get reformed here, right? There's no reason not to take this Dreg, right? It burns out, it kills everything all the same, and then this way at least gets reformed. It's good. Cool. Cool, cool. I think we're going to easily clear pretty much everything. I do get Rector, so my solution here is I want Endless on the Lady of the House in front. Very cool. I would like... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah, 4 hits. 28, 42, yeah, 4 hits for the front person, and then I had to make sure I didn't have resin removal in hand, because I do have it in this deck. Yeah, so here's the deal. It's 4 here, 3 here. That's 7 turns right now. She has 5 burnout. So I could play something in front, right? And so it's going to be the Entombed Explosive, basically, is what I'm saying here. That is an extra turn. That doesn't cost me anything. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns here. I'm always Wicklashing once on my Shadoweater up top. It is just correct. And I think I honestly stick this Dreg in the mix too. And then I take the Wicklash onto the Lady for the extra turn. And we otherwise chill. With all the Endless, we clearly body this. So no worries. Just so many rounds worn off here. She's down to 1. Cool. Now, who is the most important card here? I'm always playing the Making of a Morsel, but whether or not it gets Endless is another question. Who matters the most? Honestly, top floor blasts this thing, so I don't really care. I'm just going to send this tome. It doesn't matter. I think then I want Endless. I mean, it always has Endless on this explosive, right? Yeah, I don't want to draw too many extra things is the thing. So I'll take the explosive with Endless. I don't care about these anymore. We put Rector in, sure, why not? And I put the Lady behind, and we actually kill on this floor, and the game is just free. Yeah, turns out it's actually just the easiest game of my life. Crystal Cloak at 80 shards, get the hell off my train. With the trial, very cool. Crushing Demise is fun when you have Burnout Rector. I can do things. This actually is really good now, right? Remnant Host is fun as well. Think about this line, right? I had the Endless Tomb, I took the Baron, and Baron got Draft Infusion. The line, it actually plays a lot easier here, right? I don't have to think as hard. And then you take this Remnant Host, you stick that into this Entombed Explosive, and you kind of just win the game off the back of Harvest, Reform, Burnout. It's pretty cool. But instead I click Crushing Demise because, I don't know, that's the game we're playing right now. Seems fun. I don't click these. Void Binding, haha, Ember Cache, Eruption, no. Cool. I go to the right. This is another Steel Shop removal. I can kick a couple dregs. I'm hesitating because I'm thinking Dreg probably. It might be 1 Immortal Trade. 2 is not bad to have. We're always going right though. Every time. Let's look in this shop. What you got for me? Plus 25 for Dear Shadoweater is good. Right? This is what you want. Well, 2 hits is enough here. He scales up really high. You put something behind him. Fine. Whatever. It wins. It's okay. I didn't mention it, but that Mortal Entrapment in the last clan pack was a worthwhile pick too. But it's a bit expensive for what I'm doing here. Yeah, the next multi-strikes are all going to go on the Lady. So we just give a plus 25 to our Shadoweater. And we spin this. Another Endless? No. Plus 25 into the Lady of the House. This really just kind of comes down to how many more Steel Shops am I realistically looking at, right? I go to the removal dupe next floor, for sure. You may ask for what? Probably another Lady of the House, actually. Probably. In which case, if I'm going to actually dupe that thing, I think it is the plus 25 at least. And then, I don't know, what do I dupe at ring 8? I'm not sure. I might take the infusion. I have a lot of choices yet. I could wait on the dupe, I suppose. But man, that's a really strong dupe removal. What's the other choice? Steel Caverns. Ring 7 Caverns could be really valuable. I mean, it is... If I see melee weakness, I put it into Shadoweater and the run looks really weird and powerful. I don't need this plus 25 right now. True. Alright, what do I remove then? Dregs are both good and bad. I don't think the Shade Splitters are of minor value to me at this point. They trigger Shadoweater's hits, of course, which makes them really good for that. But I don't need them to... I don't need that many. Especially not in my card density. I don't need to be redrawing 6 morsel cards. Yeah, so I'm going to kick 1 Shade Splitter here. And then it's probably 1 drag, right? I don't need this many of these either. Yeah. Just get our deck smaller, I suppose. What could this horde be? It could be an Ember Solution. I would take an Ember Solution. I need to be thinking about shards, but I also need to be respecting a bit. Having turned down the Remnant Pact, I'm pretty confident I'm not self-infusing this Entombed Explosive. I mean, unless they show me a Waxer Snuffer here. Right? It could be there. But I've had a lot of good hits though, right? Ember Solutions are nice. I would like more Ember for... I could take cards like Mortal Entrapment then. It helps on turn 1s if I draw multiple units I need to play. So what? Hell's Banners, Flicker's Liquor, Waxer Snuffer. I mean, Waxer Snuffer means this self-infused Entombed Explosive kind of just solos the run, right? You make 2 of these, and then they kill almost every wave. I click this. It's not as good as I wanted, and that's okay. It's never Capricious Reflection at this stage. Mask of Penumbra does turn into a draw relic. It's not bad. I'll click it. Sure. I will be keeping morsels in my run. Why not? I think that's fine. I could remove another card now. I think I will. I don't need this much money. Shade Splitters and the Making of a Morsel suddenly got a little bit more powerful. I'm keeping the other Entombed Explosive in case I high roll. It could happen. I'll remove another drag. I don't need this many of them. Yeah. Sure. And we stay at that. 24 cards is fine. I need to offset the fact that this is, what, Curse Arcus. I'm not taking... I didn't take energy. It's Curse Arcus, and I don't have a sweeper or some line that just kind of bodies it. And I did also just go to 95 shards on this ring. So, you know. Mistakes? I don't think so. I think this is all fine. Yeah, so Rector gets the Endless, of course. We put the Lady in front. I should not play Shade Splitter here, because I could draw Shadoweater. Weird. I will click Wicked Blaze. Sure. Fine. I mean, this is going to clear out the bottom, which is good. Shadoweater. Ah, with the Wicklash in turn, huh? Let's see. So I think it is always Shadoweater here. And then I play one Wicklash and let the other burn out. And fizzle. And then I play the Explosive. This Explosive is going to represent a lot of value in this combat. Yeah, we're immediately seeing I wish I had some kind of an Ember solution. But I'm never taking Ember because it's really just this turn where I play this man at 2. This is the only turn where this really becomes a problem. Yeah. Yeah. So, here's the deal. I want to avoid the Ember Drain, so I will put Entombed Explosive up top, let it burn out, and then Shadoweater. Yeah. And we will leave in the other Wicklash here. Cool. Fine. This is an interesting one. I'm always playing the Entombed Explosive. The question is just kind of, what else am I doing here? Because again, Crushing Demise, I could reasonably have Crushing Demise, Shadoweater, and Reformed him on this turn if I had been able to hold that over, but I did not. So, I think it's always the Explosive eating this Endless here, which cleans up a lot here. I want to take the Morsels, right? They do not rally, but they do provide a lot of value here because he gets rage off of hitting Arcus with this. Yeah, and we do Shade Splitter again. Cool. I play a 0 cost Wax the Spike for Burnout 4, and I chill. Cool. He gets a lot of rage off of that, which is nice. She dies. Great news. This is what a Hellborn Harvest on the middle floor. I do finally see Resin Removal, which I will take. Get rid of the Stealth here, I'm pretty confident. This is always one of my Ember, yeah. Fine. Shadoweater's gonna blast a dude. I don't want a Curse here. Let's see. 6/6. I mean, she burns out. I don't really care that much. I will play the Explosive down. We clear on top. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we play the Explosive for the Endless here. Cool. That kills most things. And that's what, 6 coming in. I do want a Dreg to die. I want to reform something else. Good. Good. I chill. Yeah, I chill. Cool. Restraining yourself on when to play cards is an important thing. Shame about this rally, though, right? That is unfortunate. I have to play something on this floor, though. I just have to. I could pivot the Lady up top here and start the train. They both have Burnout 5. Pretty good. I'm going to start redrawing. That's probably pretty decent, actually. Yeah, so I have to play the explosive on bottom and accept this burnout. I don't want the endless on anything else. It's fine. Cool. Because it clears the marksman, it's fine. It is acceptable. I play Shade Splitter. Cool. Takes that. We get through the Immortal trait. Good. This is a draw relic whenever I play one of those. This lets me put the lady down, which is exceptional. And this floor should start looking real sweet, I think. Let's see. He doesn't return anything here because of the days, so playing this dreg is fine. We'll just put these in the mix for now. Get them in the reform pool. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Top floor, Harvest, fine. We do see the other Wicklash, very cool. It's a Harvest, yeah, sure is. Let's see, finally my Unnamed Tome becomes value. That is an infused backline. Fun. I don't want to play that up top. I need to respect mid, but we're going to blast that, I think. Doing 200 to Arcus, that feels pretty compelling. We're always playing Wicklash. The question isn't a what. What am I more valuing here? Probably the Shadoweater, all things considered. Yeah, all things considered it goes there. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm also feeding a Making of a Morsel here, and I want to do it... I could hold over this Making of a Morsel, and it's just a draw relic, right? Yeah, that's actually pretty decent, now that I'm thinking about it. This Making of a Morsel is now self-replacing. Huh. Pretty good, actually, right? Pretty good. Who needs deal with stuff? What am I doing? I'm gonna get a lot of rage on this floor. I think we clean up this Guardian system, so I will put the Entombed Explosive bottom, deal with that a bit. I'm not taking an Immortal trait here. No. Cool. I think that's fine. Alright, what am I looking at? Put Endless on this Minor, of course. Pops out another card. Cool. I'm looking to hit the Wicklash and the Wax and Spike. Yes, I sure am. I'm going to Explosive Middle. Kills one of them for sure. The thing's silenced. I don't really care that much. Should put the Ender Explosive in, I think. Good. And then I will play Big Dreg. I mean, this floor never wins, right? It does not actually do anything, but it does open up a few things, which I like. I mean, it just kills that floor, which is cool. Yeah. Sure, man. Sure. Who's got anything I care about? Here, Resin Removal Middle. Haha, whatever. Fine. It's fine. Relentless. Now... Good, Wax and Spike. Great job, go team. We've done it. Cool. I really don't need anything else. Actually true, top floor will win. Sure will. Sure will. So in that case, I'm just going to be playing a bunch of Entombed Explosives bottom to do some damage, and then we Wax and Spike up top for big value. I don't even need this dreg anymore. Cool. Good. Good, good. Cool. Play the Minor. Another draw relic. Very cool. We're gonna do just fine. Immortal trade time? Absolutely. And... I don't know if it really matters, right? I don't want... Well, I mean, I'm always guaranteed to see this Wicklash, actually, so I don't need Rector anymore. He is kind of pointless. So I'll just Entombed Explosive, I guess, right? I don't know, actually. Sure, I'll take 55 damage, I guess. It's fine. I mean, we went on top. This gets through it. Yeah, it does it. Does it to him. A Rector. It's funny. Yeah, and it's just Wicklash here, and we're good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, seems good. Thanks, Shadoweater. Whatever. We did it. Go team. Shroud Mitosis is cute. You want to know something else funny? I can theoretically get around top floor Divinity by just playing Making of a Morsel a bunch and getting it killed. Furnace Tap? No, I don't think so. Doesn't carry over on Reforms. Shroud Mitosis? No. Nah, I don't want this. Remnant Pact? No, I already have enough Endless to deal with right now. We skip these. It's fine. And I have to take draw. I need to be seeing my cards faster. There's no way around it. If I see an Umbra solution, great. If I don't, sucks to suck, right? We go left. I don't need this dupe right now. Another multi-strike into the lady is pretty exquisite. What could they show me at this point? A plus 25 is great, but I also could just put damage shield on this, right? It doesn't matter. I actually chill on this. I don't need to put anything in it. The only reason I'm considering it is if I see an overstack, but if I see an overstack, it just goes into Shadoweater. So, cool. We chill then. I don't need to reroll that for anything. And they show me Harvest again. I'm just going to click Dark Calling. It's fine. Don't care. Let's look at the Caverns. Dang, I was really hoping. I was really hoping that they would show me melee weakness here. Penitent Remains is pretty busted though. Right? I'm playing a reform strategy. It means that Shadoweater attacks on turn 1. Yeah, we click Penitent Remains. Fun. That's value. That's big value. Even though I lose some card draw, it's okay because I took a draw relic, and if I hit a morsel, the morsel just replaces itself every turn, which is exquisite. Absolutely excellent. I'm gonna dupe the lady. Am I? I think I am, and just take some -1s here and there. She's really strong. Having one on Rector's floor and one behind Shadoweater is pretty solid. It's true. That is true. If I'm going to dupe the lady, I need to upgrade her right now because I'm going to the right on the next floor. And she gets this damage shield. Right? I could actually just give her 10. But this 10 is, I mean, its value is what, 30 attack immediately, which is, I mean, okay. But she's getting another 10 from Penitent Remains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, true. It's actually kind of good if she dies, right? I think I should actually take the damage shield. Having some defense on it means I could play one top floor and feel okay about it, right? It's true. I'll take the damage shield. I think this is correct. And I chill on my money. And we move on. So she's going to take me to 110 with the dupe. Which is just cool. Just cool with me. I had to pick. I mean, again, Ancient Hate is free. It just stops me from using Antumbra Assault. And really, Antumbra Assault basically existed on this run, so if I had to take something with magic power, I could. But I was shown so many other options that I don't care. Just didn't care. Bad Wax and Spike. Oh no. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Yeah, these enemies actually have a lot of attack, huh? They survive, which is annoying. That's gonna slow me down and hurt me a lot. I could take a burnout extender here, but I don't think I want to. Burning out Rector is maybe fine. Doesn't carry over to his endless, but yeah, we're doing 200 here at least, which is something. That is not nothing. If I add 12, does it change anything? Not really. Shame. Okay. Okay, fair enough. We get the drag back. Cool. I have to play Shadoweater here, no questions. It's a true statement. I have to also play a Wicklash on him. I can, fortunately, play a Dreg. I could put him middle, huh? It's pretty good, actually. I don't want the Ember Drain. Yeah. So here's the deal. I put him middle. Who gets the Endless? I probably should give it to Shadoweater, I guess. He's not going to burn out. I have the Wicklash for him. Bottom floor also is in a bad place, by the way, but it's okay. We'll deal with that when it comes. So first, it's Shadoweater. I'll give him the Endless. It's cool. He swings. Neat. I need one burnout unit to die on middle. It must be so. Yes, I will always do one Wicklash on that lad. If I put Entombed Explosive on the bottom and the Dreg, it kills this Purifier. It's pretty good. I can then play Entombed Explosive on top next turn to kill the Gilded Wing. I accept this 5 in response. I think I have to do that, yes. Right, so the 6 comes in from Mr. Gilded Wing. The 3 then comes in from the Purifier. It's perfect. Good. I take no more curses on this. Yeah. Now, sadly, I have drawn through every single one of my extenders and only gotten 4 burnout on Shadoweater, so he's probably dead. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so here's the deal. I play a Morsel here. This Morsel becomes my Endless because it redraws me. I must play Entombed Explosive up top. I must play something, 2 things with burnout on bottom. This man dies 1. This man dies 2. Yes. Cool. Good. We've answered Purifier. Well played. I could put a 69 damage Dreg behind Shadoweater here. It's actually really good, right? Yeah, that's pretty strong. Kills a man. You love to see it. I will Resin Removal on bottom. It's a fine floor for it. Doesn't change anything otherwise, but it's okay. I think we're cool. I save the Tome. If I can keep the Tome for the end, I feel pretty good about this. Cool. I don't need Wicked Blaze yet. I will take Endless here on middle. Cool. It's a draw relic. This man hits for 26. He benefits from Penitent Remains. What is happening? Yes, she burns out, which is exquisite news. Oh, but this is a Purifier. That's upgraded. That's unfortunate. Explosive comes down. That is value. I could put in a 69 damage Dreg in the back here. Probably should, right? I mean, that pops this middle dude almost. Don't burn the Tome. I don't need it yet. It's fine. I could play another Shade Splitter and keep this Dreg up top. I may as well, right? This is acceptable, I believe. I don't need Wicked Blaze. 1. Yeah, we're not having enough deaths yet. This Wicked Blaze maybe wasn't actually that important. I'm quickly realizing. But it's also okay if it's not, because it's kind of a safety net for really bad stuff. 2 turns, I lose Shadoweater. I'll just bring him back. It'll be fine. Yeah. We do take a curse, sadly. Endless into Magma Morsel. Draw me card. We lose our man. No problem. I'll play Lady here. She's strong. I have some options. I always put this Entombed Explosive in, I think. I take another curse, but it's okay because I don't need it right now. Who's dying? Shadoweater comes back. I Crushing Demise up top. Kill my own dude. Yeah. Yep, that's good. Right. So with that said, I think I chill. We're clearing the whole train. So I don't have to do anything too crazy here. We get back, Shadoweater. But I gave him Endless like an absolute idiot. Oh, that sucks actually, right? That's actually really bad of me. I should never do that. I don't want to pay this 2 Ember, right? Making of a Morsel is free. I have to play Shadoweater here. Yeah, this was a really bad choice actually. I'm quickly learning that. Yep. Yep. Just generally really bad call. Put this man on bottom. Cool. Yeah, fine. Alright, I mean... Cool. The moment I've been waiting for. We Unnamed Tome here. I mean, we almost win on this floor, huh? It's pretty close to winning, actually. No, it does win. Never mind. Game is easy. Cool. I mean, we lose our Shadoweater again. This is a mistake on my part. I should absolutely not be endlessing Shadoweater ever. Because I want him, if he does come back, I want him to get reformed with more burnout, and I want him to cost 0. We cleaned this out because I had the Silence Tome, and this floor is just clapping here, but yeah. It's interesting. This run is to some extent kind of becoming the Lady of the House line, which is okay, but... Oh, Hallowed Halls, though. I click Hallowed Halls. Of course I do. Engine upgrade, Answer's Ember. We click these. Cool. What great 2-card draft. Alright, I go to the right. Yes. Dupe. Yes. Cool. Let's look in the temple at least. 30 Purge. Meh. Look in the Trinket Shop. What do you got? Oh man, Advanced Prototype. Big value. No. Vaulty Loader's not bad. I'll consider it. Dupe is always on the lady. Oh, holdover. Where's your -2 now? Jeez, I hold over Hallowed Halls and this run goes... it kind of is disingenuous. Poor Shadoweater is not getting his time in the sun here. He's doing okay. He actually is important, right? He's cleaning up top floor. I don't think he's going to be popping off in the way that my other Shadoweater kind of excellent runs have, though. He's going to do quote-unquote just fine, I think. We're going to hold over Hallowed Halls because, I mean, they showed it to me. I'm going to make it cost 1 Ember because it's the best I can do. I dupe the lady. I mean, you want to see what's happening here? You dupe this lady. You put 2 of these ladies and Shadoweater on a floor, if you can. That is 7, right? And I can overstack it? Yeah, this is actually super good if I can do this. Yeah, this actually super wins. The freaking Shadoweater hits, and kind of weird, actually. Kind of weird, but it's fine. Vaulty Loader, it is setup time. I'll click it. I like setup time. Yes. We'll spin this. Encased Ember is a guaranteed Ember solution. Because I have an endless tomb. Yep. Sure is. Great job. Go team. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know, 20 and consume this Antumbra Assault. It no longer matters. I could actually take the 10 and Purge on it, right? Sure could. Sure could. It's pretty irrelevant. I think the consume is cheaper. 10 shards for this is eh. Consuming it, it's a one-time ping. It's fine. I don't need this card. It's great. Now, 170. I can't take a removal anymore, so I'm going to take a -1. Sure. What should be free? What should be free? Honestly, resin removal. This card's nuts. If I can play it and guarantee to play it on a whatever turn, yeah, that's so good. Cool. 20 in consume, irrelevant. Sure. Yeah, we're fine. I have nearly full health, and I feel a lot stronger than I was, right? Oh man, Penitent remains with Hallowed Halls. Dude, I didn't even think about it at the time. I mean, I just clicked Hallowed Halls because it makes perfect sense for my double lady line, but wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Chase, let's go. 110 out of 100, sure. It's kind of spiraled in a direction after Ring 7 there, but it's okay. It is fine. What a good turn, actually. I want Endless on Rector, chilling up top, I think. Ooh, I can save the Ember Drain, though, by putting this Dreg in play. And he does get the Penitent Remains buff anyway. But I do want Endless on Rector in case he dies. Yes. So we do that. It's fine. I accept the Ember Drain. Paraffin Enforcer comes in. Lady comes in. We wax and spike here just for that. No longer matters, right? Nothing really matters all that much. Yeah, so my line here is I need to just... I technically don't care if I give up on Shadoweater's infusion, huh? That's kind of weird. Here's the deal. Top floor, it's fine. Oh, I want to get rid of that lifesteal 15 though, huh? Boop. You don't need that Seraph. Yeah, we're just gonna keep this Dreg dying, I guess. Sure. Cool. Lady goes middle. I'm gonna start blasting her a bit. Sure. Oh, buddy, she's up at 60 already. I think this actually scales faster than Shadoweater's thing does, huh? It's kind of funny. And now I let the bottom floor burn out or die, and we just constantly reform middle. Draw Relic, cool. I did drop Hallowed Halls, sadly. It's fine. It's cool. I'm not terribly sweating over it. Because Shadoweater dies, I get him back next turn, whatever. Ooh, actually, I get him back right now. Cool, we draw, I burn, and Tumber Assault. Good. Shadoweater bottom. Kills a man. That's cool. Let's see, we have 60 damage up top. Yeah, sure, here's some morsels, man. Good job. Good job, buddy. Let's see, there's a Dreg in here, right? Yeah, there's a Dreg. It's a strong Dreg. I already played the Endless on that Miner. Yep, I just may as well get this man killed, huh? No reason not to. No reason also not to take this morsel up top, right? Then play another Dreg, sure. I mean, it doesn't matter all that much. I think dropping my thing is super irrelevant. I just don't care, really. Shadoweater dies again. Oh, no. Infused Light Wings, huh? Top floor is in perfect shape, right? Man dies. Good job. We Miner middle. Good. It'll draw us around quicker. It's Entombed Explosive. Completely combats. Yeah, that's a good number, huh? Oh, he lives. That's interesting. I want to let the one on middle die. So here we'll do the bottom one then. And I hold over Wicked Blaze instead, which brings back the Dreg. Very cool. Oh yeah, I got lifesteal. Neat. I'll play the Dreg up top. Put it in front because Ember Drain reasons. Fun. Fun. Cool. Cool, we've reformed some dregs, great news. Bottom floor, fine. I do want engine upgrades. I don't need it anymore. I don't actually need it now that I hit the encased ember. Interesting. That's funny. Right? Very interesting to me. We just rushing demise bottom and then reform whatever the heck it is. Yeah, here we do the... Yeah, crushing demise it just straight out. Excellent news. We reform our lady back. She's now strong. Neat. I play the tomb because I want ember. Mid-floor is cleared. There's a burnout. Great job. Fun. Take the miner, draw a card. Quick Lash. Put it into the lady on the bottom. Seems good to me. I might play this engine upgrade just to not have to draw it, but I do value space a fair bit here. Do I even care about this Ember Drain? Not really. I may as well burn this, though. I don't want it. Yeah, fine, whatever. We'll engine upgrade it. I think it's fine. I just don't want to... I won't redraw it. Actually. I can put this dreg down. He does 1,000,000 damage. Sure. We'll play the dregs in. Get them, buds. Fine. What a weird turn of events, but it's okay. Ah, we see Hallowed Halls yet again. So now this pops off. Yeah, so here's the deal. You have to watch out for Votive Key Hallowed Halls, and in order to do that, you always play something first that will consume the Votive Key. And it's just gonna be this Rubble Morsel. Ooh, interesting. Right, because now I have no problems with Votive Key, so I can do Entombed Explosive Middle, that cleans this up. And I do Hallowed Halls here. Cool. Cool. It's pretty good. Yeah. I was wondering where she went, actually. I had that moment of, like, where the hell messed up on an earlier turn. So she doesn't get on the floor now because of that, which is unfortunate. I was like, where the heck did my lady go? It's fine. She's on the top of my deck, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Right, so Rubble Morsel gets the Endless. Lady goes middle. Cool, I play the Explosive here. I play Immortal Trade. We do a 3,000. I am Hallowed Halls on middle. Refresh this. Very strong. Cool. The Immortal Trade does a lot. Actually, you know what? Look at this Shadoweater. He kind of pops off regardless. He does a great job because he stacks stuff, right? I mean, we win on this floor. Easy. Remember, draw first. It's important. I will Hallowed Halls here because whatever comes out is stronger. Yeah, it's way stronger. Neat. Fun. And we win, of course. Cool. No problems. So, the lady is an important part of this line as well. Shadoweater, he's important. Like, he's good. He helped a lot early, is where I'll give him a lot of credit. He did a lot of work in those early combats. But this is going to quickly become something else. Rector, I don't care if you live on top. Here's the deal. I play the Shade Splitter, and I let this Shade Splitter just kind of die every turn. And I'm cool with it. Lady comes in, bottom floor is cleared. I don't care, right? Morsel Excavator, oh no. If Rector dies, I can reform him, fine. Honestly. Fine. Cool. Resin removal is an interesting proposition here, but it does not really matter. I put Excavator middle floor. It's a good draw. I'll take the Shadoweater now. He kind of chills. I don't need Wicked Blaze yet. I should hold on to it, right? I'm debating, actually. I think the Tomb is more valuable here. Yeah, it keeps that alive anyway, which is just cool. Fine. Fine. This also represents, 5 Ember a turn, 4 net gain, 5 when it dies, 1 to play it, so that's pretty valuable. And we have the Unnamed Tome for the important wave, so I think we're fine. That wave is coming up. There it is. On the critical turn. Unnamed Tome, excellent swing here. I always play Excavator middle. I always play my Tomb front. Cool. He burns out, which is really good, actually. I'm going to engine upgrade up top just to get this thing out of here, I think. Yes. Yep. I'm hovering because I was thinking. I do think it's fine. It just gets rid of it. It's cool. And now I wish to Hallowed Halls here because it kills the back and does a lot of work. I don't really know if I care about this Entombed Explosive. I may as well put it up top, right? There's no reason not to. It dies, fine. We Hallowed Halls here, it's cool. Sure, seems good to me. That is a strong looking floor. And I take the Waxen Spike for as much value as the game will give me, which is fine. Sure, seems okay. Seems good to me. We Force get chains. You hate to see it. Now, if I click Hallowed Halls here, it's great. But what we need to do is we need to watch out for Votive Key. Excavator is good. I guess I can just put an Immortal Trade into him when I see him. Right? It's fine. I'm debating what I want to reform here. I think I actually want to reform the Morsel, so eventually it gives me lifesteal. So I put the Burnout 1 onto the already Burnout 1 Entombed Explosive, I think. Cool. And I take the other one here. We Excavator up top. It dies, that's fine. It gets reformed, it's also fine. I Hallowed Halls on bottom. This floor's already popping off, but it's about to get even wilder. Yeah. I need to respect this Clipped Guardian, but I don't think we leak at this point. After this guy, is what I mean to say. Yeah, Hallowed Halls is good because with this I'm guaranteed to get the Shadoweater on the floor every turn, as long as I don't misplay. And I don't think I will. This should... Oh, this claps. Yeah, getting him in front is huge value. We spread these burnouts around. I want to get them both over 290s. Cool. Puts it over a threshold. What a good run. And honestly, put this Dreg in the pool too. Yeah, sweet. My reforms end up just being, what, these two dudes? It's cool with me. That's a good floor, huh? It's a pretty strong floor, yeah. Okay, so who gets Endless? It is the Tomb who gets Endless. Cool. We clean it up. Excellent news. I put the Excavator on the floor as well, who's now doing 73 damage, by the way. That's pretty positive. I think I will keep Hallowed Halsing. It's super worth it, even if I lose the Rage, because of the Penitent Remains scaling. Yeah. And there's also a chance I get that Tomb on the floor too, which is fun. Didn't get it this time. We actually do a lot less here because of the ordering. Right? Yeah. Shame. Could have left it alone. It would have been better. It's okay. It's worth it, I think. Let's see, Dreg. He can kind of come live here too, right? Jeez, that's a bad next turn, huh? 3 dead weights? It's fine. It is fine. One more turn, and this Morsel Excavator lives long enough. So we're gonna chill. I don't play any other units here, I don't think. I guess I could. Put the Dragon. I don't want to mess up this bottom floor. We're gonna chill, I think. Oh, I get one more reform. Oh no, it's this explosive, actually. Yeah, we're fine. I just chill off of this. Yeah, cool. Yeah, whatever. Bottom floor looks doomed, but we play Crushing Demise middle. It just kind of hits, which is exquisite. Endless now belongs on this Morsel Excavator because it lives. I told you I would do this too. Reform this thing enough time. This Excavator is now endless and survives. He does 100 damage, by the way. Let that sink in. What's in here? Ah, the lady, of course. She died. So what we do is we play Entombed Explosive on this floor. I put the other one middle. And then I send this. And we'll be okay with it. Fine. It's an unfortunate ordering again. Getting him in back is not what you like to see. That's good. That's the lineup you want to see? Yeah. Fine. Cool. We're gonna be okay. It's alright. It's alright. Endless goes into the Excavator. Cool. I do need to make sure Shadewings doesn't walk on me, because that would suck. I resin removal on Steel Slate neuters him a bunch. Order now matters. I have to play an explosive on top floor, or I lose Rector. Must play the other one middle, I believe. Good. What's in here? Draft Friend? Or, not the Draft Friend, you know, the Lady of the House. We send this Hallowed Halls now. I think. I could put the Dreg in there, too. He's not bad to toss in there, right? Sure. Sure. Dreg comes in. Order matters. Ooh, that's a good order, huh? Yeah, that's strong. And then we put Immortal Trade into Shadoweater here, and that cleans up that. The top floor is potentially a risk because I managed to kill the Darkwings, but this Clip Reflector is a beefcake. I mean, this Morsel is just going to clap something, though, hilariously. And we do have Lifesteal into Rector now, so I think we're good. I don't play the Wicked Blaze. Turned out that Wicked Blaze did not matter one bit, which is pretty funny to me. I don't think we do anything on bottom floor anymore. I think we're done on this floor. It wins. This floor gets there. I just need to see Burnout Extenders now. Cool. Mr. Excavator comes in. Very cool. I will play Entombed Explosive here. Interesting, huh? This floor loses. And I take a big slap. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, right? Yeah, interesting. The thing is if I Hallowed Halls up here, all you get back is Rector and this Entombed Explosive, which is not inherently bad, right? Here's what we do. I actually put another Morsel on the top floor, and then I Hallowed Halls this. And it's okay, because it at least kills one dude. That's funny. This Entombed Explosive is actually too strong. It's cool. We just send this Wax and Spike for plus 52 on bottom, and I don't lose to this, so it's fine. Cool. Cool. I mean, that was a lot of damage from that Wilt Wings, by the way, but it's just going to be okay. Oof. I don't lose from it. Damn, man, that was a lot of damage coming through. Second Harvest Wave, huh? Alright, Hallowed Halls first. Right. Because if I get it on Rector, it's kind of cute. I'll put it on the Excavator, right? I'll Hallowed Halls first. It's fine. Whatever comes back first is fine. Hey, look, I got it on Rector. Great job. Incoming Excavator. Good. 6 draw. I think we're going to be fine on bottom. So I'll just take the Ember. Sure. Man, look at that. That was a lot of damage from that wave, huh? Ooh, buddy. That's rough. I mean, we win on bottom, but dang, man. Dang. Yikes. Doesn't matter what I do on top floor, it's just kind of cute. Sure, bottom floor wins. Yeah, alright. I mean, that floor looked... Oh, man, that was rough. It was rough. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage. There may have been a way I could have laid into that a little stronger, I think. The way I approached it by Hallowed Hallsing up top was important, though. I mean, I think I would have actually died to that floor. That stupid Wilt Wings was an unbelievable amount of damage to me, huh? Pretty tough. I mean, like, hey, I mean, this is why you take higher health, right? I looked at it and I was like, that doesn't kill me. And it doesn't. It comes close. But it doesn't. What's up here? Oh, hold up. We play a Shade Splitter. I want to draw my man. Get him, bud. Hell yeah. Do some more damage, dude. Sweet. Alright, let's send it. Cool. Bottom floor easily does it in 1 round. Great job. I took 110 damage from that wave. Ooh, boy. That's tough. That's tough. I thought I would be clean out, but that second Harvest Wave almost got me. It's cool. It's cool. I wasn't worried about my score anyway, right? It's fine. Near 2-hour episode. Jesus. Not even that exciting of an episode, I don't think. Yeah. Just another run, I think, right? I'm pretty sure, by the way, that it would have been significantly stronger for me not to do Shadoweater. We'll talk about it in the run summary, though. Yeah, I mean, this guy's not bad. The Shadoweater, he's not bad. He's pretty good. The thing is I think he's the weakest of all of the quote-unquote fun Shadoweater lines, because he never gets... It's tough, right? You need to address the burnout problem. He can pop off. He can get there. If he just kind of chills and hits every turn and you're feeding a ton of morsels, cool. There's no way I could have done it on this run, though. So at this point, he was basically just bad Paraffin Enforcer, right? Like, I never fed him morsels, so... After the mid game, okay, I gotta give him credit. This mattered early on, right? He was really good in the early game. He answered my problems in a way that I don't think just a Paraffin Enforcer would have, right? So okay, fine. The ladies of the house were the real winners here. They slapped with the Penitent Remains, pretty solid, all things considered. So okay, there was a lot going on in this run, and there were a lot of pivots along the way, too. I really shouldn't have... I don't think I should have taken the Shadoweater. I think there were other lines that were stronger at that point. I think the Draft infused into Baron would have been fine. Now, granted, the lady did excellent, okay? But with the Baron, they would have self-powered themselves up. The multi-strike on them would have been really good. They would have done more damage than 35 base. More HP eventually. I think it would have been better to go the Baron route. Yeah, pretty confident in that, actually. You also could have just put everything in drafts, like put the Baron in the draft and then have 1 space dudes. But I don't know, that's a little concerning, I think. Draw priority problems. Yeah, I don't know. Look at this, 110 damage. I don't think I disrespected that wave, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely needed to play that Hallowed Halls on that floor, I'm pretty sure. I could have maybe not played the explosive on it, right? I don't know. There's some questions about how I should have maybe approached that better. I maybe should have given it more thought. I think I could have saved some HP by weaseling out of a few enemy harvests, but it's okay, I think. Obviously, I mean, we won, so it's fine. I knew that wave wasn't going to kill me, but I had to finagle it on top a little bit to make sure it wouldn't put me down, which is slightly concerning, right? Slightly concerning. Yeah, so fair enough. Hallowed Halls, I mean, it changed the way I played the run in a big way. It it was really good. I mean, we saw the holdover for it. That's cool. I don't think I needed it. I would have just navigated that run a little differently, right? Just I would have had Rector on bottom with a lady, and it would have looked like Ring 7, right? Think about my Ring 7. It would have been lady in front of Rector on bottom, with some rogue dregs in the mix, and then it would have been Shadoweater up top with a lady behind it, cleaning up. The run looks very different, but Hallowed Halls lets you kind of just gloss over some of the details, create a super stacked burnout floor, and just whatever. So fine. Thank you, Hallowed Halls, I suppose. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, I think. I think, in hindsight, I need to stop trying to show you cool things. uh, Maybe you appreciate this. I think I got a little too, ooh, I could show you a fun Shadow Eater line because I think this unit gets a bad rap. And also, I don't actually think Shadow Eater is good. Shadow Eater is very binary. The card is very mediocre at best when it's not insane. And then there are a few combos where this card collapse and is just way too strong, like Alpha Fiend or some other ones. So sure. I think this card is good overall. It's probably fine enough to never get buffed as far as what's it called? Shiny Shoe is concerned. I think its metrics are probably good, but it just has some high rolls and then it has some mid rolls. And this was a mid roll for it. And it was okay, right? This can pop off, but I don't think it's that good. I've talked about this a little bit at excess here, but I hope you understand that I think showing this off here was a mistake, and that's 25 shards I could have better spent in something else. I also think that with the direction this run went, that, where is it, Wicked Blaze, I should have made it 0 cost. There were times where I did hold this over, right? Think about it. I did it on Seraph. I did it on some other combat, I don't remember. But it mattered. The holdover did help here, so maybe this was fine. I don't know. This was fine, I'm pretty sure, actually. It didn't do anything in a lot of combats, though, thanks to Dark Calling. I suppose that's expected, though. And yeah, take engine upgrade, immediately see encased Ember. Fine. Figures. I don't know. This run, I think, could have been better. This could have been cleaned up a lot, I'm pretty sure. So that's okay, though. We win. We take these. It's enough. It is enough to win. I'm happy with it. I think it could have been stronger. I think I lose if I don't click on Penitent Remains, though. So there's that. So Penitent Remains had huge value on this run. I think Votive Key was an important take. I did a lot of silly shenanigans with it. I think that was important. I messed it up on Seraph once. Otherwise, I think I played it correctly the whole time. I think I clicked the Hallowed Halls before I handled the Votive Key, so one of them got endless and it didn't work the way I wanted it to, etc., etc. But regardless, I think Votive Key did a lot of work on this run. And honestly, Burnout Candle did a lot too. Exploding Candle, that was a lot of value early game, so hell yeah. I think there were a lot of good takes here. I think it was a smart run that I played well. It took a lot of time to navigate because things start calling, but it's a pretty secure line once you give it the time of day. So, and yeah, not much else to really say here, I don't think. I've rambled about this enough. I'm interested in your all's take about it. If you've watched this run to completion, here, I will give you a keyword. The keyword on this particular run will be a Votive Key. So I'm interested. What do you think? There were definitely optimizations here. I pivoted a lot. I think I navigated it well. Obviously, we won. We get the victory. We're happy with that. But I'm interested in thoughts overall. I think there were improvements all in a lot of places. Obviously, I think Shadoweater should have been a Baron or something else, and I should just not have done this at that stage, and it would have been okay, right? And then think about what this looks like otherwise. You then have what, this Lady of the House with 2 multi-strikes, and you have 3 of them, right? So this just looks so different. And then you have Hallowed Halls, and that floor kind of just explodes with power with Penitent Remains. It's much stronger overall. The Shadow Eater did solve early game pretty well, but I think anything could have done that, right? I could have just put the draft into the Paraffin Enforcer on the spot. That actually isn't that great, by the way. I don't love that because its scaling comes from rage and it dying every turn loses its rage. It's not ideal. So maybe this was correct. I'm interested. Do you think this was correct here, the Shadow Eater? I can go back and forth on this. So that's one. And then that's probably the biggest one, I think, is was this correct? Interesting, yes. Was it correct? Not sure. Otherwise, what do you think about this Wicked Blaze? It helped me on one combat, I'm pretty confident. It was like Seraph, and that was it. Maybe I played it a couple times on Divinity. I think this was a waste of resources, though, that I should have spent otherwise. I think putting a -1/-1 into this, so I should have taken it, but the holdover was wrong. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, the holdover was not good. I think at that point I could have held over a Crushing Demise, which I'm pretty confident would have just been better. So there's that. So yeah, those are my 2 big kind of question marks that I'm interested in your thoughts on. So anyway, that's enough talking. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Let me stop this before we get there. We are on the 92 win streak, so hell yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.